It all started on a rainy morning in Seoul. The classroom was noisy, students laughing, talking. But in the last corner, near the window, sat a girl. Her name was Yuna. She always sat alone, always quiet, always looking outside, like she was waiting for something or someone. Then one day a new student walked in. His name was Minho. Tall, calm, and kind. The teacher said, "Minho, you can sit anywhere." And out of all the empty seats, he chose the one next to Yuna. At first, Yuna didn't even look at him. But Minho noticed something strange. She never talked. She never laughed. And every day, she left school early. One afternoon, Minho finally spoke. "Why do you always sit alone?" Yuna stayed silent, then slowly said, "Because it hurts less." Minho was confused. "What hurts?" Yuna looked at him with teary eyes. Getting close to people. From that day, Minho didn't leave her alone. He started sitting with her every day, walking her home, buying her snacks, making her smile, little by little. And slowly, Yuna started changing. She laughed. She talked. She felt alive again. One evening under cherry blossom trees, Minho said, "I think I like you." Yuna's heart started beating fast. But instead of smiling, she started crying. "Please don't." Minho was shocked. "Why?" Yuna whispered. "Because I don't have much time." The truth, big twist. Yuna had a serious illness, a disease that couldn't be cured. Doctors had already told her she might not live long. She didn't want anyone to get hurt because of her. That's why she stayed alone. Minho held her hand tightly. "I don't care how much time we have. I just want to stay with you." For the first time, Yuna didn't run away. She stayed. Days passed like a dream. They went to school together, ate lunch together, watched sunsets together. Every moment felt precious, because both knew time was limited. The ending, emotional climax. One day, Yuna didn't come to school. Minho got worried. He ran to the hospital, and there she was, lying on the bed, weak, pale, but still smiling. "You came?" Minho held her hand, crying. "Don't leave me, please," Yuna softly said. "I was never afraid of dying." She paused. "I was only afraid of leaving you alone." Her hand slowly slipped, and the monitor went silent. After that day, the classroom felt empty, but Minho still sat by the window. Every day, looking outside, just like Yuna used to. One day he found a letter in his bag. It was from Yuna. "If you're reading this, I'm probably gone. But don't be sad, because Loving you was the happiest part of my life. And from that day, Minho smiled again, not because he forgot her, but because he remembered her love. After Yuna's death, Minho stopped talking to everyone. School felt empty. Life felt meaningless. But still, every day he sat by the window, the same seat where Yuna used to sit. One rainy afternoon, Minho was looking outside, just like always. Suddenly, he saw a girl standing near the school gate, wearing the same white dress, same long hair, same silence. His heart started racing. Yuna. He ran outside. But when he reached there, no one was there. Just empty rain. Days passed. But strange things kept happening. He heard her voice in the hallway. He found flowers on his desk, her favorite. And then one day, he found another letter in his bag. The letter. If you're seeing signs of me, don't be scared. Because I never really left you. Minho was confused, scared, emotional. Is this real? Or am I just missing her too much? One evening, Minho went to their favorite place, the cherry blossom tree, the same place where he confessed his love. Wind was blowing softly, petals falling everywhere. And then he saw her. Yuna was standing there, smiling, just like before. Minho couldn't believe it. He slowly walked toward her, tears in his eyes. Is it really you? Yuna nodded softly. I told you I wouldn't leave you alone. Our emotional moment. Minho tried to hold her hand, but his hand passed through her. He froze. You're not real. Yuna smiled sadly. I'm not alive, but I'm still with you. She stepped closer. Minho, you have to move on. Minho shook his head. I can't. I love you, Yuna gently said. And that's why you have to live. Final goodbye. Wind got stronger. Her image started fading. Minho cried. Please don't go again, please. Yuna's last words. Whenever you look at the sky or feel the wind, that's me, staying with you. And then she disappeared. Ending scene. Next day. Minho came to school again. He sat by the window, but this time he smiled because he realized a love doesn't end with death. Some people never truly leave. A few days after that strange goodbye, a new student entered the classroom. Her name was Harin. Minho looked up casually, but the moment he saw her, his heart stopped. The same eyes, same smile, same presence. She looked exactly like Yuna. Minho stood up suddenly. Everyone got confused. He slowly walked toward her, whispering, "Yuna." Heron looked at him, confused. "Sorry, do I know you?" That one sentence broke him again. Minho stepped back. "No, I'm sorry." But something felt strange. Very strange. Because Heron kept looking at him, like she felt something too. The days passed. Minho tried to stay away. He was scared. What if I'm just imagining things again? But Heron started coming closer. One day she sat next to him, the same seat, near the window. She smiled softly. "Why do you always sit here?" Minho froze. That was the same question he once asked Yuna. He looked outside and said, "Because someone I loved used to sit here." Heron stayed quiet, but her eyes suddenly felt heavy, like she was about to cry. Strange connection. Little things started happening. She liked the same food as Yuna. She loved cherry blossoms. She hummed the same tune Yuna used to. And one day, at the cherry blossom tree, Heron suddenly said, "I feel like I've been here before." Minho's heart started racing. "Maybe you have." Heron looked at him. "Why do I feel safe with you?" Minho couldn't hold it anymore. "Because I never stopped loving you." Cue big moment. Heron got confused. "I don't understand." Minho took out the old letters, the ones Yuna wrote. Her name was Yuna, and she looked exactly like you. As Heron read the letter, her hands started shaking. Suddenly, tears fell from her eyes. I don't know why, but this hurts. Memories, flashes, voices, feelings started coming back. She held her head. "Minho." Minho froze. That was the first time she said his name like that. Cliffhanger, very important. Heron looked at him with tears and whispered, "Was I really her?" Minho stepped closer, heart pounding. But suddenly, Heron collapsed. The moment Heron collapsed, everything went silent. Minho's heart dropped. "Heron!" He rushed forward, catching her before she hit the ground. Her body felt cold, fragile, just like that day in the hospital. Just like Yuna. "No, not again," he whispered, his voice shaking. At the hospital, bright white lights, doctors running, machines beeping. Minho stood outside the emergency room, his hands trembling. Memories flooded back. Yuna on a hospital bed. Yuna smiling weakly. Yuna saying goodbye. He clenched his fists. I can't lose her again. I won't. Hours felt like years. Finally, the doctor came out. You're her family? Minho hesitated, then nodded. The doctor sighed. She's stable now, but something unusual is happening. Minho's heart raced. What do you mean? She keeps repeating one name. Minho Frozi. Minho. Inside the room, Minho slowly walked in. Heron was lying on the bed, eyes closed. Her face looked peaceful. But then, Minho, his breath stopped. She slowly opened her eyes. Tears rolled down instantly. You came. That voice. That tone. That feeling. It wasn't Heron anymore. Yuna? He whispered. She smiled faintly. You took so long. Minho couldn't hold it anymore. Tears streamed down his face as he grabbed her hand. It's really you. You remember? Yuna, inside Heron, looked at him deeply. Everything. A memory's return. She started speaking slowly. I remember the classroom, the window, the rain. I remember the cherry blossom tree. And I remember you. Minho felt like his broken world was coming back together. All the pain, all the waiting, it was worth it. I told you I would find you again, he said softly. Yuna smiled. And I did. A moment of happiness. For the first time since her death, they were together again, talking, laughing, crying. Minho sat beside her for hours, holding her hand like he never wanted to let go. Stay with me this time, he whispered. Yuna looked at him, but her smile slowly faded. Minho, something felt wrong. I don't think I can stay. The second twist. Minho's heart dropped again. What do you mean? Yuna looked down at her hands. They're not really mine. Minho didn't understand. This body, this life, it belongs to Heron. Silence filled the room. I'm just a memory inside her, Yuna said softly. A piece of the past that came back. Just to say goodbye properly. Minho shook his head. No, that's not true. You're here. You're real. Yuna gently touched his face. I wish I could stay. Her eyes filled with tears. But if I do, Harin will disappear. That sentence destroyed him. Inside the room, Minho slowly walked in. Heron was lying on the bed, eyes closed. Her face looked peaceful. But then, Minho, his breath stopped. She slowly opened her eyes. Tears rolled down instantly. You came, that voice, that tone, that feeling. It wasn't Heron anymore. Yuna? He whispered. She smiled faintly. You took so long. Minho couldn't hold it anymore. Tears streamed down his face as he grabbed her hand. It's really you. You remember? Yuna, inside Heron, looked at him deeply. Everything. A memory's return. She started speaking slowly. I remember the classroom, the window, the rain. I remember the cherry blossom tree. And I remember you. Minho felt like his broken world was coming back together. All the pain, all the waiting, it was worth it. I told you I would find you again, he said softly. Yuna smiled. And I did. A moment of happiness. For the first time since her death, they were together again, talking, laughing, crying. Minho sat beside her for hours, holding her hand like he never wanted to let go. Stay with me this time, he whispered. Yuna looked at him, but her smile slowly faded. Minho? Something felt wrong. I don't think I can stay.